Hey guys, hey guys, welcome back to the Blue Tourist channel, and I'm here to talk about something related to the big three, based off of this episode, and then what I've heard other reviewers mentioning that I didn't really even think about, because I don't care about this fucking show that much. So basically, as we all know, the fallout of the big three, we've been talking about them, blah blah blah. Based off of specifically this episode when Dolly was going off and Tasiki walked up to her and, was telling her, your friend's crying or whatever. And she said, who? And Tasiki said, Lex. And then Dolly was like, cause Summer said she ate her pussy. Or cause Summer said she ate her pussy. That's why Lex crying. And then when Tasiki walked over there to Summer, of course she was drunk and hype, but she acted like she didn't know what Tasiki was talking about, and then said, "Oh yeah, well she ate my pussy, and then I ate hers, and then she ate mine too." So I'm guessing next episode would be when Lex obviously confronts her about it, and Summer basically says no because she probably was scared, despite everything that she did afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So, but all we know is we found out about this whole information when Tommy's daughter was on live, and Summer was in the background talking shit, and then Summer had mentioned, "Oh yeah, and Lex ate my pussy, or I ate her pussy, or whatever the fuck it was," and then Tommy's daughter was looking all shocked, and then Lex got online and saying basically that was diabolical to think that I would eat her pussy, and then said something about Tommy's daughter. And I was confused because I didn't think Tommy's daughter did anything wrong to Lex, because she was just on live and then Summer was just being Summer talking shit, and then we all caught it. So that's when we all found out. And then we found out soon after that that they had fought, like the next day. So I'm thinking of it like this. Maybe Tommy's daughter and got on live. Maybe that live part happened after um Dolly and Summer fought, because all these things happened within two to what within 2 days. Because think about it, we all know that Dolly went crazy at the end of the season, and we found out about Summer and Dolly fighting. Like, it happened for them at night, but for some of us it was like early in the morning, like before 5 a.m. So that's when we found out about it, because it was put all over the internet. So, or that's when it could have happened or whatever. So earlier that day Dolly had did everything she did, right? So we all know this whole recent episode happened all in one full day. And then we go see the rest of it later. We found out about it probably a few hours after it happened because it was put on social media. So that's when we found out about it, or going into early in the morning. So we know that happened. And then maybe the day after that, here come Lex and Summer fighting. So possibly, maybe Dolly could have said it, and that's what caused Lex to be mad, and she confronted Summer on it, and then Summer kind of backtracked, and then backtracked again, and doing what Summer does or whatever. So my thing is, Dolly could have brought it to the table first. It could have been a well-known thing. Everything Summer said, that whatever happened could have happened, but Dolly could have brought it up first because Dolly was already mad at Summer. But then yet she end up exposing Lex and like hurting Lex in the process of it. So I'm thinking that whole Dolly Summer thing happened. Some Dolly exposed it to Tasiki. Tasiki went to Summer. Summer then said whatever she said. Lex then confronted her. Summer then bitched out in that moment, and then that's probably when she kind of like, probably, let's say she went to Tommy's daughter because she'd been hanging around Tommy, and then Tommy probably brought her daughters around, and then she could have said it while Tommy's daughter was on live, and then that's what got like everybody all like, well, Lex all upset and shit, and then that's when Lex probably did it afterwards, because Summer had already told her. Oh, probably next episode, Summer probably said, "Oh, I didn't say it like that," or kind of backtracking, basically too pussy to say it to her face, but then get on live and say it, even though she didn't say it on. She said it on live, but it was Tommy's daughter on live, and then Summer was talking shit in the background. So that's then probably how it happened. So really, it looks like, because once again, we only found out from Tommy's daughter's live. That's how we know, but I'm guessing Dolly is the one that brought it up first. So that's kind of crazy. And then that's what led to everything else. But then again, Dolly was so mad at Summer, she ended up hurting Lex in the process. Now, some people could say that she was mad that Lex didn't jump in, which I hope Dolly ain't, because bitch, ain't that the same reason why Summer mad at y'all? It's all stupid, but it can't be 1 minute big three, we stick together no matter what, and then I get mad when you don't fight for me because you said you didn't want to fight for me in this moment, but you fought for me every other time. But then I'm mad because you don't want to fight for me or fight with me this time, and then you turn around and get mad at the same exact thing that I was mad at. So that's why I'm confused with the whole big three. Once again, I'm gonna say it again and again and again. I'm never gonna be on Lex, Dolly, or Summer side 100%. They can be. They always gonna get 50% when it comes to me, because all of them do weird shit. All of them do fake shit. All of them be lying, but then they also be telling the truth. So it's like 1 minute Summer will tell the truth here, Lex will tell the truth there, Dolly will tell the truth there, but then they all will be lying right behind that, or exaggerating. Maybe not even lying, because I think Summer does a lot of exaggerating. I don't think she lies as much, but I think she exaggerates shit. She like takes the truth and tries to stretch it around and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like Summer does. I feel like they all do the same shit, because I don't know, they all doing the same shit. They all lie, they all stretch the truth and exaggerate, and they all tell the truth in certain moments, and they all expose each other for past things that, oh, I should have never been your friend with this time, at this time, or whatever. I should have never done this and never done that. But you did. You stayed friends with the person, and then yet you continue to do big three, big three, big three. And y'all was all on the same page in Africa. Y'all was all on the same page half of Midwest, because the first half of Midwest, y'all was getting a friendship and getting to know each other and all that. The other half, by the time Slim came, y'all was big three, the introduction of big three, and then y'all got even harder with that after Hawaii, into the reunion, and then all of Africa, and then yet y'all Lex going on live before, during, and after Africa, but before USA. But she was doing all of this and trying to tell us like, oh, how previous seasons went, da da da. Dolly, like how previous seasons went, and of course Summer want things to go how previous seasons went, but then yet it didn't turn out that way. So that's why I will never be on either one of their sides 100% of the time. Can't be. I'm not biased. I like all three of them now. Never. I always like Lex, even though I always call Lex out. I liked Dolly, and then I stopped liking Dolly. Same thing with Summer, but I always call them out and hold them accountable when it's certain things. So I've never been. I try my best not to be biased, especially as you guys know, like Tasiki's my favorite baddie, but I try not to be biased with her. And sometimes you catch yourself here and there, but overall, you cannot be biased with anybody on this fucking show. Anybody, because y'all used to love DTB. Now y'all annoyed with her. Y'all got annoyed with her by the time she left Midwest. So, and then Africa, y'all was completely annoyed with her. So, and I'm pretty sure when she come back, y'all might like her, but then again, she gonna be carrying the whole Natalie Beef thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I said all that to say, um, this is once again how I feel about the big three. Summer is the shitty star. She's a star, reality TV coded. I guess you could say BGC coded. I guess, but she's the shitty star. Annoying, obnoxious, exhausting, too much, shitty as fuck. But she's funny and she's a star, and she's not that. She's smart enough. Like, you know how we say DTB is a cloud chaser. She's smart. She know what she's doing when it comes to that. Lex, she's definitely a people pleaser. Definitely the public puppet. She goes wherever the wind blows. She's very fickle, and then she tries to explain down how basically her fickle decisions. But at the end of the day, Lex, you are fickle as fuck, flip floppy as fuck. Not follow the leader, but more of follow the public. I need everybody's public vote. She's that type of person. But Lex is amazing. She's beautiful, she's talented, da, 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 all that good shit, right? So with all that being said, her being fickle, it's annoying, because it's like, Lex, where do you stand? And then she be trying to explain away. She try to give you a whole thesis paper, just like a college kid. Try to give you because you went to college for 4 years, graduated. Congratulations. And then you see how book smart you are, but street smart, and how fickle you are. Like, it's just, you need the public vote. Very political, I guess I would call her the political puppet. Public puppet, political puppet. And then here come Dolly. Dolly is just as ratchet and, I guess, mean girlish or whatever, but Dolly, she is an opportunist. Dolly looks like somebody that's been alone, and she don't mind being an opportunist and backstabbing whoever she need to backstab, because she's probably been hurt so much that she just kind of like tries to put on this hard face like she can't be hurt no more, so she tries to hurt you before you hurt her, or tries to act like you're not hurting her by being super hard, but the whole time she's just a sad little girl. But all three of them can be great on their own. Well, mainly Summer is more the entertainment part, and Dolly could be entertaining as well. But they can all be great on their own. You can all like them. Congratulations. Hell, you can all hate them. But if they none of them get their shit together, they was never meant to be a big three. That was all a publicity stunt. That was all in the moment. That was all for the fans. That was all for the this or that. And then because you see how they treat each other. And what I have to say to Summer is, Summer, ain't nobody about to sit up here and keep dealing with you and your chaoticness. Even your fans. Because I bet you if your fans was around you 24/7 while you're acting like that personality, that persona, that Summer persona, they're not gonna fuck with you too long. You're literally too much. Like literally too much. But I do feel like Summer knows how to turn it off sometimes. And then when it comes to Dolly, Dolly's really out for herself, honestly and truthfully. And when you're always selfish like that, that can come back and stab you. That can come back and backstab you. And I'm pretty sure Dolly has just been hurt so much that she likes to do this hard acting, I'm out for myself shit. So good luck to that, Dolly. You'll never trust nothing, and nobody will ever really trust you. And then Lex, you have to stop being so fucking fickle all the time, because nobody's really gonna know where you stand. And then you're gonna try to pull out a piece of paper and a notebook and a dictionary to explain why you made the decision you did, but it all equals up to the fact that you're fickle as fuck, flip floppy as fuck, fake as fuck. And you tell little bits of truth as if that explains everything. Dolly does the whole I don't care, I did what I did, but will cry behind closed doors. Summer wants everybody to deal with how she is, and she gonna be Summer none other, but then tries to play victim afterwards. They all kind of do that a little bit, but Summer is the main one to be Summer none other. I don't care, I did what I did, but then play victim when things come about. When it gets too hot in the kitchen, she runs and then tries to play like, oh, I don't care, but she does try to play victim, and then say she's not playing victim while playing victim. And then Lex, like I said, fickle, fake as fuck, don't know where you stand. And then Dolly, she tries to put on this hard ass face like she don't care about nobody and nothing, but she really gonna cry in the corner later. So that's how I feel about the big three, I guess, on a deeper level. Also, besides what we see on the show. And yeah, I mean, if they would have stuck together and done what the fuck they were supposed to do, or done what they've been doing, then we would have had a even better season. So I don't know how chapter two is gonna go. I don't know what they're gonna do to chapter two. Apparently I'm hearing that they're having the reunion in March, and I'm kind of like, that's why Tasiki over here fishing for a storyline, fishing for a fight. So I'm gonna need for y'all to go ahead and bring Sirach for her. So if chapter two don't happen, or if Tasiki's not on chapter two, please bring Sirach for Tasiki for this reunion. Just bring her so Sirach can get it with Tommy, get it with Lex, maybe get it with Biggie, and get it with Tasiki, because Tasiki called her out, because there's nobody on the cast that's gonna fight her no more, unless Tasiki and Lex all of a sudden have an issue. But once again, that would be for the fans. So Tasiki over here fishing for storylines because her boring ass ain't done shit, or after she basically carried the first few episodes, she kind of been back to how she was. So bring Sirach for that reunion. It makes sense. If y'all not gonna bring Sirach for chapter two and then put Tasiki on there for just to fight Sirach, then you need to bring Sirach for the fucking reunion in apparently March. So that's all I got to say about that. Big three, I hope all of them come. Summer, I don't know where she is. She over here trying to still say she gonna sue. Okay, we'll figure that out. Lex, I don't know where you're gonna go. We don't know. Dolly, I feel like Dolly will show up, but she'll show up, fight, and then leave. Tasiki, we ain't even talking about you right now. But well, basically, I said everything I need to say. I ain't gotta say nothing else with you. But yeah, Lex, if you do fight Tasiki, that'll be a great fight. But it would literally be because of the fans, literally, and that's still whack as fuck to me. But we can't wait to see it if it happens. But I don't know. So that's it. Um, yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.